whenever it is you're tuning in. Welcome to Ticket Price, the only show that asks the question that matters. Are these movies worth their ticket price? In other words, are they worth your time and money? With you as always, I am the host and voice of the show. My name is Jake. With me as always, co-host extraordinaire and the only man who's been smooching with everybody. Snuffy, Al, Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Cheeks, Bony Bob, Cliff. I could go on forever, baby.
I feel like I should know what that's from, but I have no idea.
At Master Control, Tevis. How are you, sir, with your chapped lips?
Apparently, I'm just sucking face with everybody around here.
Little Mo? Cheeks?
I don't know who Little Mo is.
You don't remember what this is from?
No, I don't.
I'm going to tell you, and you're gonna go, oh my God.
What's Joe Dirt?
It's Home Alone 2.
Don't remember it.
Angels with filthier souls.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The black and white gangster movie Kevin
watches?
watches.
I know that. I don't remember that.
So the woman comes into the gangster's office and she's like, Johnny, don't Johnny me. You've been smooching with everybody. Blows her away with a Tommy gun.
I remember the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie, but I don't remember.
Okay. Tim Curry and the hotel gang show up to kick Kevin out.
That's right.
There went Tevis's phone, by the way, if you're playing bingo.
Nobody heard it. In
the bingo, if you have your bingo card, below the episode description, there are two links. One is for a merch store. One is for our bingo cards. Grab a bingo card if you haven't already, and you can go ahead and hit Tevis's phone.
It didn't count because nobody heard it.
Oh, okay. So that's when, he plays the gangster video to fool Tim Curry and the crew. And he's like, you've been smooching with everybody. And on that last name, Bony Bob, Cliff, and the camera pans, and like the old doorman's name is Cliff. He's like, it's not true. It's not true.
Okay, I do remember that now. But
apparently we need to watch Home Alone next Christmas.
Home Alone 2. Let's skip Home Alone 1.
Why would we skip Home Alone 1?
Home Alone 2 is funnier. It's the sound of a toolbox coming down the stairs. I don't know. It's the exact same movie.
Yeah.
Almost beat for beat, but I just think number 2 is way funnier.
Oh. What? You're missing some teeth. What? It's my gold tooth. I'll kill him. That's it. We're going to do Home Alone 1 through 6.
Oh, God. I forgot they made that many of them.
There might not be 6, but then again, there might be 6.
There's probably 6.
It's, yeah.
Talk about beating the hell out of a dead horse.
Although, if we watch the third one, we get to see, 14-year-old Scarlett Johansson.
No, I don't want to see that.
She plays the big sister.
Yeah, no, then I'd have to watch Home Alone 3.
You're not wrong. But we're not talking about Home Alone or how many people you may or may not be smooching with.
Holy shit, there is 7! Oh! Including 5 films and 2 TV movies.
There are 7 Home Alones. And at a certain point, you just have to wonder if all these people are bad parents.
Yeah.
How many kids are left home this alone, and how many run-ins with burglars do they have?
Is it always the same kid?
No. Actually, I think once you hit 3, every movie is a different kid.
3 says an 8-year-old boy in Chicago must stop 4 criminals from stealing a microchip from his toy car. What?
Oh, yeah. 3 has got international criminals and terrorism, but it's not. The character's name, I don't even think is Kevin. It's not Kevin.
But Home Alone 4 says Kevin must stop Marv and his wife from kidnapping a crown prince.
No, is it Daniel Stern?
I don't know. I don't want to click on it because it's going to screw up my whole algorithm.
My wife will say the same shit to me. I don't want to look that up. My algorithm. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Why does the internet exist if we don't just look up random things all the time? You're at master control. You have a smartphone and 2 laptops open. If I can't find out if Daniel Stern is in Home Alone 4, what's the point?
It's not Daniel Stern.
All right, all I needed to know.
It's French Stewart,
Who?
the guy from 30 Rock.
I never
The
saw.
little goofy one whose eyes never open up all the way.
I never watched 30 Rock.
No, Third Rock from the Sun, not 30 Rock.
Oh,
Excuse
Joseph
me.
Gordon-Levitt?
No, that was the younger boy.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you know, the one whose eyes he looks like he could be blindfolded by dental floss.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
The other one.
Yeah, he's like,
Dark hair.
It's so weird.
Receding hairline.
He first always talks like this. Yeah.
Always talks like this. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you now.
Yeah, he plays Marv in Home Alone 4. His big break.
Hey, gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, he's working. I'm not.
Do you think he'll have a vaguely European accent like his man John Lithgow?
Probably. That's where he got it.
Wait, are they really trying to be like the original Kevin and Marv, just recast?
From what I'm getting here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin McAllister, Peter McAllister.
Oh, no. So wait, Kevin McAllister has been left home alone 3 times.
At least 3 times.
Well, at least, okay, he's been left alone 3 times that ended with criminal encounters.
Yes. Yeah, at what point does the family services step in?
About the time someone takes John McClane's badge.
So never.
All right, we're now, fighting helicopters with cars. I think John's done.
No, he's got to go to Russia next.
God, what are we talking about today?
What movie are we doing?
God damn it. Talking for 20 minutes about nothing.
And welcome to Ticket Price, everybody.
If you're new to the show, don't worry. This is pretty much every episode. If you're not new to the show, then you know.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, I have it on good authority from multiple people that our opening show rants are enjoyed.
Good.
At least by some.
At least by one.
That's right. Me. Okay. Opening show rants.
Opening show rants.
Was that your video you sent me? Or was that someone else's video you sent me about Google searching Gladiator 2 monkeys?
That was me.
I thought your voice came through all weird and distorted on I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Tevis, but your voice was way deeper.
Yeah, I was looking up. It was on Microsoft Bing. And that was my first problem right there. Why the hell am I on Bing?
Wait, why are you? How old are you?
Why do you say it like Chandler Bing?
Chandler Bing. Wait, I have no first name. Your name is just Bing? I have no name.
But yeah, I was searching. I wanted to look at these monkeys because I watched Gladiator 2 the other night. And it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. But there was a few shots of the CGI monkeys that looked
awful,
kind of terrible.
Okay, in the shot in the video you sent me, that monkey's mouth is so wide open. I thought he was going to summon a sandstorm to eat a plane.
He looks almost zombie-esque.
Yeah, if the zombie could unhinge his jaw like Anaconda.
Exactly.
Not an anaconda. Anaconda. You know, the one that killed Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson died from an anaconda?
In Anaconda, he did.
Oh, damn it. I thought in real life. I was like, that would be...
Wow.
Fucking wrong. He was in Anaconda, and he gets killed by an anaconda.
So anyway, you sent me this video.
Yeah, so I'm scrolling down the page to find a better image of this terrible CGI monkey. And who is there staring at me?
Was it a monkey?
No. I cannot pronounce the gentleman's name. But he was in the original Gladiator.
The friend.
Yeah. Dijon Hansu, I think. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering it. But I'm scrolling there, and then his pictures popped up, and around him is nobody else of that particular color. And I'm like, God damn, you racist son of a bitch, Microsoft Bing. What are you doing?
The video you sent me is just you scrolling. I'm looking for Gladiator 2 monkeys, and there's this. What the fuck?
So terrible.
Oh, we need to put that on our TicketPrice social media.
I'll put it on TikTok right now.
Oh, wait.
We're back.
Oh,
TikTok's
is it
back.
back?
TikTok's
Okay.
back.
Wait, it was down for all of like 10 hours?
It was down for about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I was not ready for that, by the way. I was like, I was like, man, look how awful that monkey looks. Just like his mouth is way too. Wait, what is he? He scroll. Oh.
I'm going to cancel my Microsoft account.
First of all, stop using Bing.
It's what pops up on my computer
Bing.
all the time.
Jesus. All right. What are we talking about today?
Okay, what movie are we doing?
That's what I was asking you.
I'm asking you.
All right. We're diving into the Australian horror scene with the 2022 Talk to Me.
Okay. Yeah, an A24 film.
Yes. I know I've seen A24, like the logo, but I don't know why. I don't remember.
You mean you don't know what movie you've seen?
Sure.
They have done. Holy cow! Hang on. Well, they did one that won the Oscar a few years ago. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
That's probably it.
And then they've done Civil War. No, not that. Not the Marvel one.
Okay.
Uncut Gems.
It has Adam Sandler. I didn't see it.
Iron Claw.
Ah, oh, yep. Now we're there.
Moonlight.
No, I don't know what that
It
is.
won Best Picture.
Sure.
And Hereditary.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However you pronounce it.
I've seen a few of these.
Yeah.
You know, I believe if you go back to last week's episode, when we pulled this from the hat, my exact words were, wait a minute, fuck you. It's not October. I don't have to do horror movies. You can't make me.
Correct.
I go home. We finally get a free night, and my wife and I begin to watch this movie. She goes, what are we watching? I said, it's called Talk to Me. She goes, I've never heard of that. I then explain it to her by reading the blurb on the back of the box, right? And she goes, wait a minute. This is a horror movie? And I went, yeah. He goes, it's not October. I didn't think you watched horror movies outside of October. I said, apparently I do.
It's whatever the hat wants.
She was all for it, though. My wife loves horror movies. I don't. Anywho, but no, I had to mention it because she had the exact same reaction I did of, wait a minute. So, speaking of butchering names, written by Danny Philippou.
Yep.
Bill Hinsman and Daley Pearson. Directed by Danny Philippou and his brother, Michael Philippou.
Do you know who these guys are?
No, I looked them up and I just realized how little I cared.
Okay. They're YouTubers.
Yeah, I know.
And Raka?
Never heard of it.
I was going to watch a couple of their videos, but I got sidetracked doing other things, so I never did get a chance to watch it. But from the thumbnails that I saw, they do a lot of like Lord of the Rings characters versus Marvel characters. They'll do like live action battles and stuff like that. But they also do a lot of...
How is that fair?
How is that fair?
Yeah. Name a single Lord of the Rings character that would beat a superhero.
Oh, I don't know if that's exactly...
That's not fair.
What?
And it's like, ha! Behold the cast behold the cast of Lord of the Rings. And here comes Godzilla. Deal with it.
It's like that Godzilla versus Bambi. Did you ever see that?
I remember. I don't know. I think I did see
I
it, but I
did see
can't
it.
remember.
I love it. Bambi
saying.
just sitting there eating. All of a sudden, his big foot.
That's it.
The end.
The end.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
But I don't know if it's Lord of the Rings versus Marvel characters. That's
But
just
yeah,
what came to
whatever
mind.
it is.
Yeah.
All right. 2 red flags.
2 directors. Writer, director.
So 3 writers.
Okay.
And a writer director.
Okay.
Yeah. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out. Starring Sophie Wilde, Alexandra Jensen, and making her 3rd appearance on the show, the incomparable Miranda Otto.
Yes. She was in Lord of the Rings. What was the other thing?
Lord of the Rings, 2 Towers, and Return of the King. Those are separate movies.
That's correct. But I was thinking she was in something else we did. But anyway,
I don't think so.
I digress.
If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I don't think I am. All right, budget. Now, this movie was made with an estimated $4.5 million. Tevis, this is a horror movie.
Yes.
What do we always say about horror movies?
They make fucking bank.
Yes, but they make a specific amount of bank.
$100 million bank.
With a worldwide gross of $92.1 million.
Pretty close.
Basically there.
Pretty close.
If you make a horror movie, it is going to make, give or take a little, $100 million.
That's so crazy to me.
Horror fans are dedicated and will watch anything and everything.
Yes, they will. Yes, I will.
Yes, Anna does. I'll be working on something or doing something after the girls go to bed, and then I'll just hear some grotesque noise from her iPad. I'm like, what are you watching? Oh, I don't know. It's just this horror movie. It was recommended on, Prime or Netflix or whatever. And I'm going, and you're watching it? Yeah, why not?
Terrifier 2.
No, not in my house.
Yeah, that's no.
All right, awards. 21 award wins with an additional 50 nominations.
Okay.
So this movie was quite popular in the awards crowd, but nothing
Oscar-ish.
Yeah.
Oscar-ish.
Oscaris?
Oscar-ish.
Wait, wasn't he a Mexican wrestler? Mil Oscaris?
Don't know.
I'm making a wrestling joke and you don't know.
Did he fight Rey Mysterio
No, he
before him?
Mil Mascaris.
No idea who it is.
Moving on.
So like around Tino San Martino days.
So some people might say, well, he's a Mexican, that makes him a luchador. Well, no. The lucha style didn't exist quite yet, especially not as we know it. Mil paved the way with such high-risk maneuvers as cross bodies from the top rope.
Oh, like the Ricky the Dragon steamboats.
Or, yeah.
Okay.
Although when like Savage and Steamboat were doing their thing, Mil was already pretty much at the end of that career. Like he would still show up and you're like, oh, it's Mil Mascaris. And
yeah, no idea who that is.
Fleb. All right. So Tevis, what is your history with Mil Mascaris? I'm sorry.
Who?
Talk to me.
Not much really. I remember watching the trailer for it and I was intrigued by the device that they used.
The MacGuffin, the goober.
This is basically a Ouija board movie.
Yes.
But I really liked the idea of replacing it with his hand and the direction I felt like that movie was going to go. And I really wanted to see it in theaters. But the town we live in,
You mean our small town theater didn't carry the Australian horror film?
No, that wasn't high on their list, I think. And honestly, I just kind of forgotten about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was scrolling through one of the streaming services that I had at the time. I don't remember which one it was. And there it was. It's like, oh shit. Okay. I remember wanting to watch this. So I watched it. I enjoyed it. I bought it. That was it. And I'd only watched it the one time. I had not watched it on the Blu-ray copy that I had until we pulled it out of the hat.
Which I caught my history. I borrowed that Blu-ray copy.
I think I had to open it to give it to you.
I think you did. And I had the maiden voyage watching of Talk to Me.
No, I actually watched it again just to be sure. But
Okay.
Yeah. But I did have to literally open it to watch it for the show.
You've done that a number of times. You're like, oh, I totally bought this and I forgot about it, or I don't know why I own it, or
why do I have 3 copies of it?
Oh my God, what movie was it? We were going through, this was years ago, when we were expecting our first, and we were just trying to, like, pregnant women will go through their nesting phase where everything's got to be just right.
Yeah.
So that ended up with us going through the DVD collections and clearing out about a bunch of things. And for some reason, we discovered that we owned 3 physical copies of Beauty and the Beast. Except I've never bought Beauty and the Beast. So for some reason, my wife owned 3 physical copies of Beauty and the Beast.
Hey, it happens. Okay. I have like 4 copies of Terminator 2. I have 1 on Blu-ray, 1 on 4K, and 2 on DVD.
Yeah, but that could at least be described as a progression of technology. This was 3 DVD copies of Beauty and the Beast. Anywho, but no, I have no history with Talk to Me because I am not well versed in the horror genre. I don't typically handle them well.
Okay.
Except I've handled pretty much all the ones we've done on this show really well because they haven't actually been scary.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this one would be categorized as super scary either.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Let's jump in.
Duckett is looking rough. Also, what?
Yeah, because his name is fucking Duckett.
Australians, man.
I know.
I
love it.
Okay, how can we immediately show that our movie is Australian? Well, we will have a guy on screen trying to find his brother, and as he approaches different people at a party, he goes, "Oi! Oi! Have you seen Duckett? Oi! You over there! I'm looking for Duckett! Oi!" And then someone called someone a cunt. I know that word isn't quite as fashionable in the Europeans and America, but those Australians.
Yeah, that's kind of a big giveaway. The oi,
oi, oi! I thought I was listening to AC/DC. Oi, oi, oi! Oh, greatest rock band in history.
Hell
Fight
yes.
me.
Hell
Fight
yes.
me. So
let me ask you: did you have to turn subtitles on?
Did I have to? No. But subtitles are always on.
Oh, that's right.
Because I have small children and we just never turn them off because it's easier to leave them on. But no, I didn't.
No, I did. I got about halfway through it. I was like, man, I don't really remember what half of the things they said just because they talk so fast.
Really?
Yeah. But especially at the party.
I hate it when these goddamn foreigners don't speak American.
Come over here and take our jobs.
took my movie. I'm sorry they weren't American enough for you.
Don't you speak American? What the hell's wrong with you?
They speak so fast. I didn't know it. They're Australian. Australians are as close to Americans as you can get.
No, couldn't understand what the hell they were saying.
It's okay. Now, undoubtedly, right? There's every general accent, right? The British sound like this. The Australians sound like this. Germans sound like this.
Doesn't sound anything
Americans
like German
sound like this.
British. That's terrible.
I will murder you with this water bottle.
I want to give an award.
I'm not doing
Oh,
any accents.
it's like Kevin
I
Costner.
was- I was
Kevin
early.
Costner over here playing fucking Robin Hood.
Playing anything. Kevin Costner sucks.
Here's my British accent for Robin Hood. Ready? Hello. I am Robin Hood. I am coming to take your money to give it to the poor.
Poor Alan Rickman. So, what was it? Damn it.
What were you saying?
I can't remember. Oh, but every country has a generalized accent that all the other countries make fun of, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you actually look at it, we're American. There are so many American dialects, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've got the New York, which is different from the Boston, which is different from the Chicago, which is different from the rest of the Midwest, which is different from Minnesota, Wisconsin, because that's basically Canadian, which is different from, say, Louisiana. And some of these accents are harder to understand than others. Presumably, the other countries have this phenomena.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't believe any of these Australian Bayou accents were present in this movie. Everyone was clear.
Yeah, but the beginning of the movie, there's a lot of noise going on, and they're trying to. I wanted to make sure I understood.
You wanted to have them turn the music down because it was too loud.
Fucking loud. God, it's kids today.
Quit having sex on the washing machine. You're gonna throw it off balance.
Can we quit having fun? Trying to hear what Duckett's saying.
So, Duckett's brother, and honestly, what's his name? Chris? I don't remember the brother's name.
I don't remember.
The brother is trying to find Duckett.
Correct.
And he's looking all around this party. He eventually finds some people, and they're like, "You need to." He's wigging out, man. Brother breaks the door down, which the kid whose house they're at having the party, he's pissed. But Duckett's in there, shirt off, and his back.
Oh, he looks like he's gotten beat to hell.
It looked like he was ravaged by a bear.
Yeah.
Like he's just got these cuts along his back. His brother grabs him, throws a shirt over him real quick. You're going to be okay. Da-da-da. They walk out. Everyone's kind of
Well, you know what he says? Duckett says, Pop says you're going to hurt a lot of people. And then the brother says, what are you talking about? Pop's dead. And that's when he puts the shirt on him and takes him out. See, if you would have had your subtitles on, you would have.
I did have subtitles on.
You just don't pay any attention to them.
I didn't need them. I'm sorry I don't remember every minor character's line of dialogue. I don't remember the major character's dialogue. I am O for life at remembering anything, which is well documented. I'm going full Jerry Seinfeld. So all the party goers are now got their phones out and they are recording Duckett, to which his brother.
How accurate is that?
Oh, 100%. And his brother's like, what's the matter with you? Put your phones away. Don't record this. But he leaves his brother and kind of squares up and gets in the face of the people with their phone out. Then as he and the camera turn back to get Duckett has drawn a knife from the kitchen, which I did hear him pull that.
Yes.
Because you hear the shink. He stabs his brother in the chest and then stabs himself in the forehead. Do you know the amount of force you would need to generate to stab yourself through your forehead?
No, no.
Especially a big bony head like yours.
What are you talking about?
You're basically a Neanderthal. You could drive nails with that thing.
Because I don't want people coming over America and taking our jobs.
Wolverine should have been played by an American. So I was like, oh, well, goodbye, brother, and goodbye, Duckett. Then we meet totally unconnected characters. And Mia is trying to do the dishes. And she's listening to her music, doing the dishes, and her dad just keeps trying to talk to her. And she's like, God damn it, Dad, I'm just trying to do the dishes.
I like Mia's outfit. She looks like April O'Neil from the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wait, which new Teenage Mutant?
Mutant
Mayhem?
Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah. With
Fantastic.
Ice-T.
Fantastic.
So I mollywopped that fool. Help me, I'm being mollywopped.
It's such a great movie. But yeah, she did remind me of that character. from that the movie, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie, actually. I've seen it. Although part of me wishes Bebop and Rocksteady had more to do because I love Bebop and Rocksteady. But given that Bebop is voiced by Seth Rogen, I'm glad they didn't have too much. But at the very end, when they all move into the turtle lair, and then it's just like, what are you doing? Put the couch up against the back wall? Oh, that's so basic. You're basic. That made me laugh.
So you skipped something.
Mia O'Neill is doing the dishes.
Well, first, Mia has to pick up Riley.
That's after the dishes.
Is that after the dishes?
That's after the dishes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because her dad is trying to talk to her. She's having none of it. There's clearly tension here. She gets a text.
That's right. You're correct. I am so sorry. Proceed.
If you could just accept that I'm always right, things would go a lot faster. So then it cuts. So Mia goes to respond, hey, can you come get me from Riley? She leaves to get Riley. Then we meet Riley, and I went, oh, good. Angsty teens. Because Riley's friend, the fat kid with the bad haircut,
I was trying to help him, have him smoke cigarettes.
He's so angsty and misunderstood. His parents don't get him.
We've all been there.
He's rebelling. He dresses in all black and sells individual cigarettes to other loser kids.
Yeah, he says he sells them one at a time. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
And then he's trying to be like, Riley, you should smoke one. He's like, I don't want to smoke one.
Good kid. Hell yeah.
Riley.
Way to go, Riley. I did too. I like Riley a lot.
But eventually Mia shows up and she's like, what's the fat kid's name? James?
Oh, sure.
And she's like, I think it's James. But fat friend, you smoke? You ferals? And I'm like, oh, this movie's so Australian. You ferals. But she's cool with it. But she picks Riley up, asks James if he needs a ride home. He says he's good. And then it cuts to Mia and Riley driving home, singing
Chandelier.
It just cuts to them belting out as loud as they can. I want to swing from the chandelier.
I love it.
I actually really enjoy it.
So great.
They are just getting it. And then they come across something in the road. And it is a dying kangaroo that has been struck by a car.
Like, we get it.
We would understand this as a deer crossing the road and getting hit.
Yeah, we understand. You're in Australia. No need to brag.
Whoa, relax, Australia. God, they add kangaroos to every movie. I swear to God.
All the time. For no fucking reason.
And my wife is like, oh, is that a wallaby? And I said, no, it's a kangaroo.
It's a wallaby.
A wallaby. Kangaroo.
Did she say it like that?
Yeah, because we watch a lot of Bluey. So then it turned, do you see any cockatoos? Wallaby. Kangaroos.
I fucking love Bluey.
In a previous episode, we already mentioned if the audience wants us to do episodes of Ticket Price over every episode of Bluey, we will do it.
No problem.
No one wanted us to do that. They didn't want us to ruin Bluey like we ruin everything else.
That's true.
So ultimately, they're like, do we call someone? Well, who do we call? There's nothing they can do. Let's just put it out of its misery. Mia backs up and she guns it forward to try to finish the wounded kangaroo off. She slams on her brakes because she can't do it. And then she leaves the kangaroo wounded in the road. Now, my thought was, I'm glad she didn't do it because if she had messed that up and actually gone over it, that thing is going to tear the hell out of your car.
Yeah. It's not like putting a squirrel out of its misery.
Yeah.
That's like running over a fucking horse.
Well,
or a deer, in America.
A horse. What do you think a kangaroo is?
Did you see the shoulders on that son of a bitch?
Well, I didn't say I was going to fight it, but it's not a horse.
Did you ever see that video where that guy, the kangaroo had his dog in a headlock.
Yeah,
And
in the water.
Yeah, he goes up and he like punches that kangaroo in the face.
The kangaroo punches
The
back.
kangaroo's like looks at him like, motherfucker.
And my money's on the kangaroo.
Oh shit, yeah.
Well, kangaroos are scary. You know why he was in the water with the dog? With kangaroos, they've learned a defense mechanism against the invasive
Americans.
Yes, that's true. No, the dingoes,
Oh, okay.
because they were imported in by colonial powers. Thanks, colonial powers.
Yeah.
They've learned that if they go in waist-high water, and if like a dingo is dumb enough to chase them, they can grab them and drown them.
Oh.
So this guy's dog was definitely going to get drowned, be drowned. So he went to get his dog back. And then he kind of exchanged fists with a kangaroo. That was not this kangaroo. So they get Riley home, and that's where we meet the sister, who is named...
What is her name?
Something.
Something, yes. Jade.
Jade, thank you. I was looking at my notes because I know it's in here somewhere. Jade is obsessed with her phone because she's a goddamn teenager.
Fucking teenagers.
Youths, man. Stop making me watch movie with freaking youths. Is that so hard? I want to watch a movie with adults.
Oh, no, yeah, never mind. I was going to say we just did one with an adult. But that was incorrect.
Are you talking about Baby Driver?
Yeah. No, Cloudy.
Either of them?
Yeah, either one of those. Okay, we're going to pull out Cocoon out of the hat next. I don't care. Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
Something.
Bucket list.
Bucket list.
We're going to go hard the other direction.
Fried green tomatoes.
Steel magnolias.
I have it.
I'll cry.
I have it.
We're keeping a tally for our next award show on who cries the most during movies. And
I think you're winning.
I don't think I am. I think you're winning. Wait, define winning.
Like you cried the most.
No, I think you have cried the most.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Get the board.
Hang on.
He's looking it up. He's getting our board. We keep a large whiteboard in the recording studio with all of our miscellaneous awards and notes on it. I think you've got one up on me.
All right, never mind. Fuck it.
Yes. Wait. Why, Tevis? Why? We're just moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Why are we just moving on, Tevis?
I can't find the board.
Yeah, wait, what are you holding?
That's another board.
That's a completely separate board.
No, apparently I am. Yeah, you have 2.
Yeah.
I have 4.
Oh!
So.
Oh, would you like a Kleenex, you giant baby?
Stop it. You're going to make me cry.
Don't be mean to me. No, if we watch Steel Magnolias, I'm definitely crying. Now, Jade is texting her boyfriend, and she's kind of ignoring everyone else. In fact, that's why Mia had to pick up Riley, because Jade half forgot, half was too busy texting her boyfriend, Daniel. Almost said Dylan, but then I didn't. Daniel. And man, Jade is just a raging bitch to Riley for little to no reason, but then again, she is an older sister, so I get it.
Yeah, it's in her contract.
The sibling contract?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, let's cut to Mia and Jade are having a conversation. Mia finally gets her off the phone so that she can be consoled because it was the Remembrance Day for her mother. Now, I've never heard of a Remembrance Day. Is this something that we do in America?
No.
But it was, for those of you who, like us, if you're ignorant and you repress your emotions, which means you're American, or possibly Japanese. They're not a particularly emotional people.
I'm looking it up.
It was essentially the 1-year anniversary of her mother's passing.
There we go.
Are you looking at Bing again? Are you using Bing? Are you using Bing?
No, I'm using Google.
You Bing ass. You Bing using ass. You don't have to look it up. The context of the movie.
That's not what I'm looking at.
It was the 1-year anniversary of her mother's passing / funeral. And so Mia was trying to be consoled by her friends /
Wasn't it 2 years?
No, I think it was 1 year.
Anyway,
I have been right on literally everything so far.
that's true, but there is. You will be wrong here shortly. I'm pretty sure.
So they have their little heart to heart, and we learn like, oh yeah, they're friends and whatever. And then we see Mia come out of Jade's room, and she's talking to Riley. And what is Riley doing? 14-year-old Riley, 14?
Sure.
He's not 16, 14 or 15.
Sure.
But I want to say 14. He's doing his homework.
Yeah, he's Australian. He's not American.
Unforced. He's just getting his homework done, and he's at the kitchen table. Mom comes home from a long shift, played by Miranda Otto, and she says, "Get your shit off the table." In my notes, I say, "Get your shit off the table." It's his homework. Where else is he supposed to do his homework?
Not on that table, apparently. Got to set dinner.
I guess.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just being an ass.
Get your shit off the table. Like he just left garbage or trash or clothes or no, he's actively he didn't even do homework and then just leave it laying out. He was still nose to book, pencil to notepad, doing his homework.
She takes the pencil out of his hand and
Just
throws it
slap
across.
that shit out of his hand. What are you doing? I was just like, wow, what a bitch. Jade and Mia end up going to a party. Jade was invited. Mia wasn't. Mia's not invited to many parties. She's considered a bit of a downer. It might be because her mom died.
Yeah, she really hasn't gotten over her mother's accidental
Well, it's only been a year.
overdose.
We're not there yet.
But yeah, she's considered to be
Bit of a downer.
bit of a Debbie Downer. But honestly, with people that are at the party like that, I wouldn't want to be around them anyway.
I don't like parties as it is because I'm just like, oh, I love concerts. When I say I love concerts, I mean I love live music. But I also hate concerts because I hate the crowd. Stuff me in a small room or a big theater or arena. I don't care. You jam pack me into a confined space with a bunch of strangers touching and pushing and breathing and talking on me, and I'm going to freak out.
Yeah, I used to go to a lot of concerts when I was younger, like get down in the crowd on the floor, get
I did too,
get in
yeah.
the mosh pit. The mere thought of that now, I get to sweating.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't want to be that crammed like cattle. I don't want to be around that many people. I'm too old. It's too loud. And then everybody
It stays up too late.
Not everybody knows what deodorant is.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never moshed because I never went to a band where you would mosh. Mosh. Mash.
Yeah.
Where you do the mash.
No.
So actually I did go to one band where you might mash, but that's a separate issue. And I'm just standing, and my buddy, he's like, man, you gotta go. It'll be great. And we did. We had a great time. I'm like, yeah, we'll find some stuff. He's like, oh, no, we gotta be down on the floor. That's where it's at. And I'm like, fuck. So there I am standing with him in the back of the floor. So now I'm standing for, 2 hours or whatever it is. Arms crossed in front of me, lifted up so the points of my elbows give me some, bubble. Otherwise, these big, fat, sweaty, just trash bags would constantly back into me or step on my foot. And it was all
trash bags.
It was all okay. When all you can see is a big, dumpy, frumpy fitting black shirt and then the long, greasy, I swear to God, I could have been a millionaire drilling from oil out of this stupid fat guy's head. Jesus Christ. No, I loved the music, but no, not a chance.
Okay.
It's all actually. I went to my oldest daughter had her first school recital. It was a Christmas show. It was very cute, and I was in
Did
my
you get down on the floor and start moshing?
mashing,
Moshing to Jingle Bells.
and I'm sitting there in my seat, and I realized how ridiculous I am. But it's gotten this bad. When people were they either arrived late and then needed to cross in front of me to get to an open seat, and all I can think is get the fuck out of my space. Find somewhere else to sit, motherfucker. Or the people were like, oh, I can't hold it for the 40-minute kids show. I have to now get up and cross in front of people to go to the bathroom. I almost committed physical violence. And these seats they're packed so tightly that like I have to stand up so the seat will fold up and then step into the space so they can go across. Right? And I'm just like, I swear to God.
But that's when you give them an elbow and be like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. I thought we were in a mosh pit.
I was doing the mash.
Yeah. Okay. We're at the party with Haley.
So, it's alluded to that there's some sort of social media craze happening at this party. Jade says it's all fake. Mia says she's not so sure. She wants to check it out and invites herself to tag along. Haley and Mia know each other, and they do not like each other. Haley is also a bitch.
Yeah, and she's kind of annoying.
Kinda?
Kinda. I'm being nice.
She's also an urban tomboy. And,
yeah.
Actually, for all of our Pitch Perfect fans, as my wife put it, what do you think about Haley? Let's be honest.
Okay.
I couldn't disagree.
Yeah, it's
Hashtag Pitch Perfect.
Who is it? It's Haley and her friend. What's his name?
Josh. But it's spelled there's
Joss.
no Joss.
Joss.
Because there's no H. It's Joss.
Yeah.
Joss. And he looks like half a douche.
Half?
I definitely was taking a drink of water and spit some up on myself.
Damn
it!
If I was at a party and I went to this party and I've never met these people before in my life, I would see 2 minutes of them and I would turn around and leave.
I definitely would not be talking to them.
No.
So they get to the reason everyone is at this party. The main event of the evening has come. They pull out an old hand-me-down backpack. And from within the bag, they pull out a ceramic hand.
This thing looks cool.
Now, it is set up so that the forearm portion will sit flat on a table and the wrist is bent so the hand extends forward as if receiving a handshake. Am I explaining that correctly?
Absolutely.
Now, obviously, the ceramic hand is also graffitied on by all the previous owners, users, whatever. And as they explain it, you sit down, you handshake, grab the hand, and you say the words, "Talk to me," and something happens. So they're getting ready to do it, and Mia really, really wants to try it. I think before Mia, some other kid does it, right? Some rando.
I think so, because they're like, that's fake. It's fake. You're making this up.
Right.
Bullshit.
And then that's when Mia's like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So the kid sits down, grabs the hand, talk to me. He freaks out. Then he says, I let you in. And then a whole bunch of shenanigans ensue. They yell time. They separate him from the hand, and everyone's laughing and having a good time.
Because on the table next to the hand is that yellow candle.
Well, yeah, because there has to be a lit candle for a seance.
For every seance, yes. So they light the candle, and then you can only stay on it for 90 seconds. No longer than 90 seconds.
Otherwise, they won't let go.
Exactly.
Eee.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I would be jumping to do.
Now, I have, by several people throughout my life, been called a bitch for this rule of life that I have. All right, I have several rules that are ironclad, I've never deviated from, and I never will deviate from. And people can think what they want. If I fall off a ladder, I'm leaving work early. I'm going home. There were those times I intentionally jumped off the ladder onto piled up cardboard because they didn't think I would do it. And I dropped an elbow or would do a frog splash. That was intentional and didn't count. But if I fall off the ladder, I'm going home early. If I go to a party or I'm out and about somewhere, and then people actively begin seancing in any form or fashion, I'm leaving. I'm pulling a Benny from the Mummy. I'm yelling that it's a curse, and I'm leaving. Oh, come on, man. You're such a bitch. Whatever, dude.
No, I'm right there with you. I just, nope. See you guys. I'm out.
I'm not rolling the dice with this.
No.
Remember Jason, when Jason was on?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, no, you just don't. He's like, he even talked about if you're ever alone and you just feel like you're being watched, just pick any empty corner of the room, yell, get the fuck out of here. And you'll probably start to feel better. I'm not opening this door.
Nope. Me either.
But obviously, while the kid is strapped to the chair and talking to the hand, they were the onlookers are recording for social media purposes. And I felt that too. Everything's got to be recorded.
Oh,
everything's got to be
the social media aspect of it, the peer pressure aspect of it. It felt very, hey, we're at this party. Just try this drug one time.
Yeah.
Very much a drug addiction metaphor.
Possibly. I get that, but also the social media craze, when we watched Veronica, they did their seance in Hush Secrets and, but it was also set, 80, 90?
It was 90. It was the 90s.
90.
Yeah.
This is modern.
Oh, yeah.
The current generation. See, I remember
they were clicks.
Very specifically being taught like, oh no, you don't write anything down. You don't record anything. You leave no evidence. You don't leave evidence.
Yeah, this generation does not have that.
No, this generation, you have to record and then post for internet consumption every little thing you do because your every thought matters. Your every action is important.
This reminded me.
Granted, we're assholes on a podcast, so we can't talk that much.
Assholes. What are you talking about? You're not wrong.
No, I was talking to the asshole behind you.
Yeah. This reminded me very much of, and I think we've talked about it before. Remember the fire challenge? Did I ever talk about that?
You told me about the fire. I missed the fire challenge.
These idiots would douse different body parts, sometimes their chest, sometimes their arms, with lighter fluid, light them on fire, and then run and jump into a swimming pool to put themselves out.
Right.
Okay, that's stupid, but at least you're around a giant body of water. But there were others that I saw that they were doing it in the shower.
Right.
Before they turned the shower on.
Oh.
So here they are with their chest on fire, trying to frantically turn the knobs on and can't figure out, why is it only coming out of the bottom? How's the shower work? And,
well, to be fair, you're probably not thinking straight due to the panic of being on fire. As someone who has been on fire a couple of times in my life, you're not thinking the clearest.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you lit the fire.
To be fair, I never lit myself on fire.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These idiots are doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't, I've never partook in an internet challenge, and I don't feel like I've missed anything. I don't
Me
feel like
either.
I've missed out.
Nope, me either.
Was it FOMO? Fear of missing out?
Oh, I have no.
FOMO? I don't.
Fuck around and find out.
I don't know who's older, me for saying FOMO or for you not even knowing what FOMO
no
is.
idea what it is.
Okay. So Mia decides, nope, I want to try it. Looks fun. So they strap her in, and they've got her strapped pretty tight to this chair. And she's like, what the hell? And they're like, trust us, it's got to be tight. You just grab the hand and say, talk to me. She grabs the hand, says, talk to me. And then there's the corpse of an old man staring at her, and she freaks out and lets go. She's like, what the shit? They're like, yeah.
There's a point. When is it she sees the old woman, the woman who was drowned?
Next. Because she does it again because they're like, yeah, this is part of it. Just trust.
Yeah.
Say, talk to me. Then you get the old drowned woman. Now the next part, say, I let you in. And Mia lets this spirit possess her.
This makeup effect looked so good of the woman.
Oh, all the bodies look great.
Bloated and just disgusting.
Yeah.
But not in an unrealistic way.
It's not
grotesque for grotesque's sake. This is what a body that drowned would look like. But this is important. When she says, I let you in. For one, I love when she says, I let you in, her head snaps back.
Yeah.
And that camera movement that turns. That was really cool. I like that a lot. But you keep hearing this gurgling sound the whole time, like she's actually drowning.
Yeah.
Drowning at the Walmart.
Idiot. What an idiot.
But the water aspect of it goes from this moment all the way through the entire movie, if you pay attention. I'll hit it when we get there.
Okay. I know anytime she shows up, there's a water cue, but now this goes on. Mia's having her moment, and at one point during her possession, her turn, she turns to right. Is Riley there yet?
Yeah, Riley was there.
Yeah, Riley tags along.
Yeah,
as
he was
well.
there to watch.
Yeah. So Mia tags along with Jade, and then Riley tags along with Mia.
Yes.
And possessed Mia turns to Riley and says, they like you. Now, it's time. You don't go over 90 seconds. They go to pull the hand. They blow out the candle and go to separate the hand from Mia. And the possessed spirit won't let go. And she goes a little over. I love the eyes. Yeah.
Where when she starts off, her her pupils are a little black.
Mm-hmm.
But the longer it goes, her eyes are like fully, almost completely black.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
But Mia goes a little over. And I just remember thinking, a little over? Then maybe we should try to separate people before like 82 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, you're cutting it a little close.
A little close. Yeah. Oh, 89 seconds. Go ahead and just, no. Motherfucker, start me at 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Don't start me.
Yeah,
as soon as the hand comes out, I'm in my car.
I'm already halfway home. I'm stopping off at McDonald's to get a double cheeseburger because I'm stress eating because I'm going to have a phone call later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But Mia has her experience, and yep, that was something, and she loved it.
She creeped the hell out of me. The way she's slumped over in the chair to the side and she's just laughing and cackling. And
you mean after they separate her?
Just before they start to separate her.
Oh, okay. So the spirit still has a hold of her.
Still has a hold of her. But was it Sophia? Yeah, Sophia Wilde.
Yeah, she plays Mia.
this was her first starring role.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her in this movie.
So they get her separated, but you mentioned like it's like a drug, and she loved it.
And they all, with the exception of Riley, they almost all partake.
Yes.
Does Jade? I don't remember if Jade
No.
does. I didn't think Jade did.
Jade doesn't, and Daniel doesn't.
Daniel
her boyfriend
does at one point.
He does at the next
The
party.
second one. Okay.
But at this party, Jade does not, Riley does not, Daniel does not.
Okay.
I have it in my notes. Why is everyone so uppity to Riley? Like he shows up at the party, and then Haley, we already know her, is just like that frumpy bitch. And then she's like, "Oh, I guess we're babysitting." I'm like, this isn't your house. This isn't your party. No one asked you to look after Riley. Maybe mind your fucking business.
They're young and dumb, and they don't want a kid to be around. A child. They're such a child.
You know what? I don't want the child to be around there.
No, I wouldn't either.
He was just trying to do his homework.
I blame the mom.
Right? Get shit off the table. Why everyone's so uppity to Riley? This kid does nothing to anybody. We learn that, yes, Mia's mom accidentally OD'd on sleeping pills. But for one reason or another, her father was asleep on the couch. I think he maybe dozed off while working late or, something. He was asleep on the couch. And no one could get to her in time. And before it was too late, she ODs.
Damn it.
What?
Oh, nothing. I was just Googling something. I was wanting to see how long Mia's mother had been dead.
1 year.
Over the court. We're not talking about that anymore.
Yeah, that's what
Let's
I
just
thought.
move on. Moving along.
Uh-huh. Kiss my white ass. Wait. Nom, 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 nom. You can eat my entire fishy white ass. With a dumpster body like this, I don't suntan. Fishy white. I'm told some people are into that. I'm also told those people are on Grindr.
I don't know what that is. Granger? Is that what you said?
No, Grindr.
Oh, I don't know.
It's gay Tinder.
Oh, well.
Okay, it's the quote unquote dating app that the servers went down due to overuse during the Republican National Convention.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
So,
yeah, I heard they started their own. It's called Truth Social.
You don't know what that's the second time today I've heard that, and I don't know what that is.
That's Trump's social media.
Trump has his own social media. Yeah. Why are we not a part of it?
Because I have yet to get my swastika tattoo completely filled in.
Now, wait a minute. That might be a little far.
Not yet.
As someone who does not identify anywhere on the political scale, even I'm saying that might be a little too far.
We'll be there soon. What are we talking about?
They are the freaking youths are setting up another party. Because Mia's got to ride the lightning again. She needs another hit. Because she even describes it. She's like, you're totally aware of everything. But you're in the passenger seat. And it's amazing. And I heard her description, and all I could think is, that sounds awful.
Yeah, that's not something I would be wanting to do.
Like, you can still see everything. You're aware of everything. You hear everything. You're still fully aware. But something else has control of your body. That sounds horrifying.
It does. Yeah.
I'm not in. That's like when they were like, oh man. I had acquaintances. I think that's the best way to put it. Friend is too strong a word. I had acquaintances. They enjoyed acid. I don't know if they still do, and I hope not. They're getting too old for that shit. But they would they're like, oh man, no, it'll blow your mind. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced. You'll love it. Unless you have a bad trip, in which case you're really just kind of locked in that like nightmare for like 16 hours or what. I'm just going, what the?
Yeah.
I'm not flipping a coin here. I'm not. And they're like, oh man, I knew this guy who had a bad trip. He never really totally recovered from it. And I'm going, what the fuck? No. What are we talking about?
It's Russian roulette, only it lasts a whole lot longer.
I'm just,
Jesus Christ.
no. So I hear that. I'm just going, that sounds horrible.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And this reminded me a lot of that, where it's just like, oh no, you're just aware, you're just not in control. Nope, I don't like that. But they get the party going because Miranda Otto has to work late. So they do the party at Jade and Riley's house. What?
Sue. She has a name.
Sue.
Her name is Sue.
Thank you. Miranda Otto. You're right. She does. I used her name.
Incorrectly, but whatever.
What do you mean? How do you use someone's name incorrect? Oh man, I took a huge Tevis earlier.
That would be a correct way to use it.
Need to really wipe off my Miranda Otto. Like
what?
She's not gonna be on the show now.
No shit.
Miranda Otto, if you'd like to be on the show.
Hang on, I got an email. It says fuck you.
From Jennifer Connelly?
Yeah.
Oh no, Miranda Otto.
Yeah. She was in War of the Worlds. She was Tom Cruise's ex-wife in War of the Worlds. We haven't done
War of the Worlds.
I know, but I've watched it. I remember her from War of the Worlds. That movie
came out like 2000. We've all watched it.
2005.
Jerk off.
I knew her from something else, but I couldn't remember.
Excuse me, as Tevis pushes his glasses up his nose. Actually, that movie did not come out in 2000. It came out in 2005. Shut up. They're doing a party at Sue's house because Sue has to work. Although it's not really a party.
No.
That's too strong a word. It's a get-together.
It's a small gathering.
With Haley, Joss, Mia, Jade, Daniel, Riley, and Fat Kid.
Oh, yeah, Fat Kid was there. I totally forgot.
James?
Sure.
I still want to say his name was James, but I don't know why.
Well, you've been getting names wrong all day, so it doesn't matter.
I get names wrong every day.
Yes, James.
Oh!
You know who the actors was?
Bruce.
James Oliver.
No.
Swear to God.
All right.
Jack Nicholson part. I'll take it, but his name has to be Jack. God damn it.
Or we're changing it to Jack. To be fair, they're probably just like, Stanley. Huh? You talking to me? Jack, huh? James, yeah?
There it is.
Done. Your name is James now. My name's always been James. So, they do it, and I think Daniel opens the show.
Yes, he does.
Now, he's super Christian. Or at least that's what the movie tells us when they use the exact words super religious, or did they say super Christian?
I can't remember.
It's super something.
Yeah, I cannot recall.
And my only thought was bullshit. Because if he were super religious, he would not be there.
His parents are probably super religious.
Well, apparently he's religious enough to not let his girlfriend touch his wiener, as we have to hear about several times throughout this movie. Because Jade really wants to touch Daniel's wiener. But then again, so does Mia. And maybe James a little.
I think James has a better shot.
At touching Daniel's wiener than Mia?
Yes.
I don't know. Mia gets the closest of the three of them.
Not by his...
I'm sorry. Did a body part of James enter Mia's mouth and she suck it?
Yes.
And okay.
Not consensually.
Are you wait. Are you saying
yes
that Daniel was assaulted?
Yes.
We'll get there. Daniel gets possessed. Despite being super religious, he goes through with it and ends up making out with the farty dog.
And humping the ground.
Yep. And all the while talking about how he wants Mia.
Yeah, what is it? It's the possessed entity, or he's possessed by this entity that keeps saying, while looking at Jade, you make him soft. He hates it when you touch him.
And that's when Haley's like, this spirit's a bitch. That actually made me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. That one got me.
Yeah.
Apparently, this spirit's a bitch.
Yeah. But then he falls over in the chair, starts humping the ground.
Tongue kisses the dog, humps the ground while looking at Mia.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay. They're letting it go, the air quote, the 90 seconds. Why? Why are we letting this go?
Because they all have it recorded.
That's true.
And that is why.
But I'm like,
oh. They don't care. They can't separate something that's going to embarrass the shit out of this kid for the rest of his life. They just want to get it on recording.
So Daniel has his run. Then it's Mia's turn. Mia gets a second go at it. She has a great time. Then,
yeah, they have a montage.
Haley does it. Joss does it. They throw Daniel. They carry Daniel against his will back to the chair to do it again. But it's like jokingly against his will. He's having a good time with all of this. Everyone's laughing and da-da-da.
Yeah, they got rid of the dog and they said no cell phones. So, yeah, they're a little more open to having a good time.
So at some point near the end of the night, because Haley and Joss have to go, Riley's like, I'd like to take a turn. And Jade's going, absolutely fucking not. Because Jade never gets a turn. Not that she doesn't get a turn, she just doesn't take a turn.
Yeah, I don't think she wants it.
I don't blame her.
No. But Riley does.
Riley does.
He wants
and again, his big sister's like, no. My 14-year-old brother, no.
So she's very adamant about, no, you're not doing this.
And rightly so.
And then leaves the room?
Yeah, she had to go do something. Maybe she had to poop. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you got poop, you got poop.
I don't know. But didn't she take Daniel with her?
No.
I thought Daniel went with her.
I don't think so. I think someone made a comment. She got mad and stormed out.
Probably.
To take an angry poop. Daniel got up and he was like, he knew his girlfriend was upset and followed her out. That's right. And then Mia's like, well, I mean, maybe just a little turn.
Yeah, he's like, just let me do 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Mia's like, all right, fine.
And they haggle and they basically agree on a minute. 60 seconds.
Yep.
You're right. And then it does get talked down to 50.
Right.
And here we go. And Riley gets possessed by someone. We don't see who. But he has a shocked look on his face, which we expected. But then you see him look at Mia and then look back at the spirit and then kind of like look at Mia. And I just went, oh my God. And then he says it. I let you in. And the spirit is Mia's mom. And she begins talking to Mia.
What does she say? I'm sorry. I miss you.
I don't want you to hate me. It's not your fault. Something. But it's all very suicide note-esque.
Very, yes.
And I'm just sitting here watching this going, oh my, pull the hand. Nope, this is not fun.
Yeah.
This is too real.
They go to, Haley and Joss go to.
No, they don't.
Well, they were going to, but then they said.
So they're like, all right, 50 seconds, minute, whatever.
Yeah.
And Mia is like, no, wait, it's my mom, I gotta talk to her, And I'm going, you bitch. But at the same time, Haley and Joss, also bitches.
I agree.
Mia says, no, too bad. Blow out the candle, you take the hand.
Yep.
But Mia's like, no, wait. And is now trying to talk to her mom through Riley, and the clock is ticking. And then, how do I put this? Riley has a bit of an episode
A tad bit, yeah.
as he begins smashing his head on the table. And this, well, first, I wasn't expecting it.
No, me either.
And so I jumped a little. Then it looks so good visually. It's brutal and it doesn't stop. And you're just watching him split himself open and then
And he tries to take out his own eye at one
then
point.
the chair flies into the wall and he starts trying to rip out his own eye and then he starts smashing his head into like the fireplace mantle or whatever. And I'm just going, holy shit. They blow out the candle. They're trying to get the hand, away or whatever. And the spirit won't let go. And Riley is with them for like 2 minutes. He goes way over. And obviously all the commotion, Jade and Daniel come back in to violently possessed Riley. Ooh. They get to separate. Everyone's freaking out. They're like, we got to do something, And I like, at this moment, we see Mia kind of in a stupor. She's in a bit of a trance because she just talked to her dead mom, and I guess that'd probably mess with you a little bit. But while everyone's talking, she takes the hand. But actually, what I really liked is the predominant conversation in the background is Haley and Joss. Did you catch this?
No.
There's just a predominant conversation, and you can actually hear them really well. And they're talking about like one of them, I forget who says what, but one of them's like, we got to get the hell out of here. And the other one's like, no, we got to call the cop. We got to call an ambulance. Look at this kid. We can't call him because that'll bring cops, and they're already suspecting us for the Duckett thing. Like, they begin having this conversation how the cops are already onto them, and kind of I guess the cops maybe tried to pin Duckett's death on them, but between the video evidence and the lack of anything else, they're like, well, they couldn't do it, but they still think that Josh and Haley had something to do with Duckett's death. Now, if they come in and see them and this kid's been attacked, but ultimately, everyone does stay and they answer the cops' questions as Riley is taken to the emergency room. So, as much as I don't like them, I do have to give them some credit for staying. Haley and Joss, that is.
Yeah, they kind of did the right thing. Kind of.
I mean, after doing the definite wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they did stick around. And the cops, I think, again, tried to get this on them, but everyone no, he did it to himself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so Riley's in the hospital and Sue shows up and Sue is pissed.
Oh yeah, she doesn't want anything to do with Mia.
Yeah.
At all. Because before this, they have she's almost her adopted mother.
Yeah.
Like relationship.
So after Mia's mom died, her and her father,
there were some problems.
Yeah, they have problems. And Mia essentially moved in with her friend Jade.
Yes.
And Sue likes Mia and lets her, and yeah, kind of becomes a second mom. Yeah, that relationship is tested.
a little bit, yeah. Even with Riley or Jade, like Mia's pissed off Jade because Jade's the one that said no to Riley's request, but Mia overrode that and let him do it.
Yeah. And again, they're rightly pissed.
They are rightly pissed.
So Mia takes the hand, goes home. When I say goes home, I mean like to her dad's house.
Yeah, doesn't Daniel take her home?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's raining.
Yep. She's followed. Mia is.
By the something or other.
Grounded lady.
Yeah.
because you can see it like in the reflections and stuff. Like, yep, that's
yeah, the whole water thing sticks with her. Like she'll
And
be looking out the window and
Daniel went to Daniel's house or Mia's house?
Mia's house.
Mia's house. Daniel went with her, drove
Yes.
her there, but it was raining.
Yes.
Her and Daniel began talking because I guess they held hands once, like 3 years ago, or something stupid. And they both have unexpressed feelings for each other or something stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, this whole thing, it wasn't very well.
This love triangle arc sucks.
It does suck.
But they then begin talking about Daniel's hands. Because they were like, you know, I think Mia makes the comment, yeah, but my hands are always so much bigger than yours back then. And he's like, they probably still are. And then they put their hands up to each other and to compare sizes, you know, and it's kind of tender moment. Mia, I think, makes the comment, you have such delicate hands or dainty hands or something. And I just wrote, fuck you, lady. and you know what? I have a tangent here, so buckle up. As she says this, I could just feel eyes on me. And I look over and my wife is just looking at me, giggling. She's like, dainty hands. I'm like, shut up, woman. Come over there and show you what these dainty hands can do. So when we went to get sized for our wedding bands, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We go to the jeweler, right? She breaks out the little tool and is measuring my wife's finger and, you know, oh, okay, you need this size, blah, blah, blah. All right, my turn. And she gets out the men's sizers and we try one size. It's too big and she's too big and she's going through the spool. And it's like, we may have to get the ladies out. The ladies sizer back out. I'm like, fuck you, you old hag. That's what I think about that. I have a man-sized hand with man-sized fingers. We eventually find a size that is right I honestly can't remember what it is. She just goes, your hands are so dainty. Give me my handbag, you old bitch. And just, I have normal-sized hands. All right? I'm not some fat sausage fingered beer swilling fuck, okay? I have normal hands.
Okay. That was a tangent.
Not everyone can grow a beard, okay? And not everyone has sausage link fingers, okay? We have normal sized hands. Some of us are proportioned normally.
My hands are fine.
Yeah, uh-huh. Your hands are so dainty, bitch. It was all I could do not to storm out. Never felt so personally attacked in my life, and I've been pantsed before. Down to the doodle. And I've never been so personally attacked before in my life.
Oh my God.
Although when I got pantsed, people fainted. They weren't ready for John Hamm.
Shit, I was just about to say. Weren't prepared for the hog.
Don't talk about John. You don't get to talk about my hog. Yes, we sit in a basement wearing sweatpants together. Yes, we probably know details about each other's lives that we don't need to know, but that doesn't mean we have to talk about anything.
You want to break out the ring sizer for this, yo bitch?
Yeah, ring size this, yo bitch.
Better break out the hula hoop.
Your hands are so dainty.
God. Oh, God damn. I wasn't prepared for that. I died.
Hands are so dainty. Shut up. So, Daniel has normal sized hands. Moving on. They end up staying the night together, but they sleep head to foot. But
Yes.
as Jerry Seinfeld explains in an episode of Seinfeld, why does that matter? Your groins are still groin level. He's not wrong. They're sleeping, head to foot, so there's no funny business. Mia wakes up and sees the glow of eyes watching her in the corner.
This creeped me out.
This creeped me out too. Then it cuts to her looking at the eye. So we see her. It cuts to the eyes. It cuts back to her. It cuts back to the eyes. The eyes are gone. And this woman the drowned woman comes out of the corner, like unfolds, like Pennywise coming out of a
the
refrigerator,
shadows.
and then begins crawling, first slow, and then like real quick. I'm like, oh shit! And then picks up sleeping Daniel's foot, and then begins just sucking them toesies. Just, and I wish we had our camera going, because I'm doing a full just. I'm making Tevis question things he thought he knew about himself over here.
Sweaty in here.
Is it warm all
Oh my God. Especially when you did the ball roll thing.
Well, you got to work the heel.
Yeah, that's what it's called. The heel.
The heel.
Yeah.
I saw this in a video once. And I'm not going to lie. I almost gagged.
The sound of it. Just the sloppy.
Oh, it's a sloppy one.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was like, oh no.
And if I try, I was, and then again, I was like, why did I almost gag? Feet don't. I'm not a foot fetishist.
Me either.
But I'm also not bothered by feet.
Me either.
I'm just like, they're feet. I don't care. To me, feet, hand, whatever. I don't care. They don't bother me. But the way she voraciously began sucking, like she had like all 5 of his toes in her. It was borderline impressive. But you know what it took me back to?
What?
Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Okay.
When that wiener kid pulls the toe out of his mouth,
yeah,
and it zooms, it's like,
yeah, the sound and everything.
That straight up made me full gag, like eye-watering gagged at that, and this took me back to that. And so Mia's like, "Oh Jesus, stop! What are you doing? Daniel, wake up! Daniel, please wake up! Daniel, Daniel, Daniel!" Then Daniel wakes up and looks, and it's just Mia down there just working that foot. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he panics and runs away.
As I stated earlier, she got farther than Jade did.
Yeah.
She knew what she wanted and she went for it.
And I bet if Jade got that far, that would be the exact same reaction.
Did you ever watch
Daniel?
You ever watch How I Met Your Mother?
No.
There's a moment they're talking about, like, I can't remember. It might be either their first time, like losing their virginity, or maybe first kisses or first date. They're just reminiscing. And Robin's telling this story about how she kisses, like, this boy she really likes, and they kiss, and then he just sits back. Yeah, I'm gay. Jade might have ended up having a similar experience.
Yeah.
Daniel freaks out and leaves. All seems lost. Mia can't take it anymore and sets up a solo session with the hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
She got the Ellen DeGeneres fist.
What does that mean?
It's the rubber hand that's in a fist that's molded from Ellen DeGeneres' hand.
What?
That they can use to drill for oil.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, apparently.
I know the fist is, but like,
I don't know.
Of Ellen?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
I thought that was a thing. I was like, oh my God. She does not practice the turntable. There's no DJ practice happening. She sets up the embalmed, possessed hand to try to talk to her mom without anyone there to supervise the session.
Squeaky, squeaky.
Does not have a solo session with her hand. She has a solo session with the hand.
How many wieners you think have been in that hand?
Talk to this. Wait, I think we just thought of something I would do, and you better record it.
We had to scare the shit out of that dead person.
The dead person shall. Oh my God! The spirit severs the connection.
Oh, the candle out! Blow the candle. Oh wait, never mind. It's John Hamm.
Well, I mean, it's maybe we can find the severed, embalmed, ceramic encased hand. Maybe someone has both hands, so you know, so you can
Get all the way around.
You can get a full grasp.
Fuck, I'm dying.
What are we talking
Oh.
about?
Oh
We're
God.
so stupid.
I need the Advil.
Talk to this.
My God.
Oh my God.
We are not sponsored by Advil.
Not anymore. Not after Okay. PSA. Do not put your genitals on seancing equipment.
Correct.
End PSA. So Mia talks to her mom. Her mom explains how it was all this big accident. She's sorry. And Mia never severs this connection. She goes to sleep cradling the hand as the spirit of her mom spoons with her. And she's with her mom again. And I just went, well, if you weren't screwed before, you are now.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go well.
And also while talking to her mom, it's like, man, Riley needs help. And the mom's like, no, they have him. And they're not going to let him go. So we cut to Riley at the hospital. He's basically in a medically induced coma because he beat his brains out. I think literally a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so.
But he wakes up. So Sue and Jade are essentially sponge bathing him
Yes.
in the shower. And one thought
he has another episode.
At first my one thought was like, I don't know if I would ask the sister to help sponge bathe her brother, but then on the other hand, I still hold her personally, like not even as Sue, like me as Jake, the audience member, I still hold her partially responsible. So I'm just like, yeah, you sponge his balls.
Yeah.
You clean his balls because this is your fault. At least partially.
Yep. I'll take the north, you take the south.
That's right. You would want to go south.
Yeah.
I exclusively sponge bath the South. But Riley wakes up enough for everyone to see that he's still possessed, and he begins beating his head against the shower tile and cracks it.
Who is the actor that plays Riley? I can't remember his name.
Oh man, we were just looking
Joe
at
Bird.
Joe Bird.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
As well in this. But honestly, everybody was really good.
I really don't think there was a single bad actor or actress in this whole thing. Everyone was good.
Yeah.
But I wrote this down. Okay. Between the initial attack and then the hospital episode, if Riley recovers, he has some amount of brain damage, right?
Possibly.
Like he's not. Something isn't going to be right.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because he essentially, not only the visible damage to his face, his eye, his head, etc. How many times, legitimately, do you think he full on concussed himself? Or the spirit concussed him?
Oh, yeah, multiple times.
Like, he's going to have a hard time tying his shoes. Like, if he recovers, there's going to be something.
I agree.
They get him sedated. Mia comes up with an idea. Did we ever fully sever his connection? Did anyone blow out the candle? No one can remember. She gets the idea. Jade, you and I will go. We do it again. And we end it. As soon as we start, we properly end it. And I immediately went, well, this idea is stupid. This idea is stupid. It's inherently flawed and obviously stupid.
Because the candle had to eventually go out somehow.
No.
Oh.
How does the hand work?
You hold it, and then he has to say, yeah.
How is he going to say, talk to me if he's in a medically induced coma?
Yes. I thought the same thing. I think it's just Mia being desperate.
Sure. So Mia does. So Riley it doesn't work because he's in a medical coma. Mia does it in the hospital room. Ends up talking to a little girl, and she says, "Do you see him where you are?" Yeah. Can you take me to him? And the spirit says, "I let you in." And Mia goes into the spirit world. I thought this was cool, but the idea of it horrifies me to no end. What if you're like, talk to me? And then the spirit has experience with this, which is like, I let you in. What if the spirit fucks you?
Yeah, but you're in control as the one who's possessing the other side.
Are you in control enough to separate the hands?
You would hope your friends would be like,
but they wouldn't know. You would have to hope that someone freaks out in time to stop it.
Well, in theory, they would look at the time and be like, okay, it's almost,
Yeah,
it's 89.9 seconds. We probably should go ahead and attempt to blow this candle out and pull the hand.
You get what I'm saying,
Yeah,
though. If all of a sudden, if you talk to me and you get some Beetlejuice, right? He's gonna screw you.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn the tables. I don't like that. Beetlejuice would do that too, cocksucker. But she sees Riley's soul, his spirit, his essence,
something like that.
What I can only describe as, okay, picture a zombie movie when the character is in the middle of the zombie pile and all the zombies are converging on him to eat and rip that person apart. But instead of a pile of zombies, it was an orgy.
Yeah, they're all naked.
And there's a lot of writhing.
Yeah.
And I just went, oh, even Riley's naked.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like any of this.
It reminded me a lot of the movie Event Horizon.
I've seen pieces, but I've not seen.
There's a couple of flashbacks in that are similar to this, but yeah.
But am I wrong?
It's not a fun place I think you'd want to be.
No, but she's like, oh, he's in pain. We got to do something. Mia goes back home and talks to her mom, and her mom's like, you gotta kill him. It's the only way to put him out of his misery.
Yeah, this is when she talks to her dad, Max.
Right. And I liked Max.
I did too.
And Max is like, Mia, there's something you're right. I haven't been totally honest with you about your mom. She left before she died, she left something for both of us, and I've been hiding it from you. And that's wrong of me. I'm sorry. And he pulls out and reads to her the mom's suicide note. This was not an accident. This was what it was, and there was a note. And her dad reads it. Mia doesn't believe it because the spirit of her mom told her I would never do that. And then, that when they talk again, she's like, that's lies. That's not your dad out there. That's another spirit. They can mimic. They're just, I would never do that. And I'm just sitting here going, oh, you lying bitch. All right, PSA time. Never trust the dead.
No.
I don't care who they used to be. As soon as they're dead, you can't trust them. I don't care if they're a spirit. I don't care if they're a zombie. I don't care if they're a vampire. I don't care if there's something I'm missing. Once they cease to live, Do not trust that person.
Yeah, the dead will fuck you over.
Every time.
Every time Mia sees her mother, either in a reflection or through that weird warped glass,
Yeah.
just prior to you seeing it, you hear water.
Yeah.
And in this moment where Mia's mom is telling her, no, that's not your father out there, the image, it's almost like we're looking at it through a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
But her mom is soaking wet.
Yes.
So, yeah, we know that is not her mom. That is that bitch that's been sucking toes.
Yeah.
And the drowning, it's the drowned dead woman.
Yeah.
I love the use of sound in
It
this.
could have been her mom, though.
No, I don't think it was her mom.
I don't think it was either.
But no, I love the use of sound in this.
You love the use of sound in everything except Baby Driver.
Yeah, that got annoying. But this thing does a great thing with sound, and it also does an awesome thing with color.
Mm-hmm.
And I will get into that later on.
So she's locked in her room, and she believes she is now being attacked by her father, but it's not really her father, it's a spirit. And so while she's fighting Spirit Dad, she grabs a pair of scissors, but all the while her actual dad gets through the door and is bending down to like help her to get her up. She recovers enough to stab him in the neck with a pair of scissors.
Yeah. Only accidentally stabs the real dad.
Yes. So now she knows, gotta go to the hospital, gotta kill Riley. We can't save him. We gotta put him out of his misery. So Mia goes to the hospital. Actually has kind of a nice heart-to-heart with Sue. Sue apologizes for how she acted. This wasn't her fault. They did the tests. Riley had no drugs in his system. Because she thought maybe Mia and Mia's friends gave Riley something. And they have a nice moment. It's just, it would be nice if Mia hadn't completely lost it.
Yeah, she's kind of gone.
So before she gets to the hospital and talks to Sue, she calls Jade and was like, hey, can you come by my house? I can't even remember everything she says.
Something about like pick me up to bring me to the hospital or something to that effect.
Yeah. Basically just to get Jade out of the room.
Yeah.
Sue, they have their heart-to-heart. She asks Sue if she can have a minute or two alone with Riley. Yes, of course. Mia, you're a sister to him too. Your family. So I just went, aw. Mia then pulls out the scissors and goes to kill Riley, but like the kangaroo from earlier, she just can't force herself to pull the trigger. So Jade shows up at Mia's house, finds stabbed Max, realizes something's amiss, calls her mom, says, Mom, something's wrong with Mia. She's dangerous. Now, final thoughts. I'll share more on what I think about this whole general second half of the movie, if I'm being honest. But what I really appreciated in this scene was there wasn't a lot of stupid questions. There wasn't a lot of, what? What do you mean? How can this be? It was, Mom, something's wrong with Mia. She is dangerous. Sue books it for her son's room. There is no wasted time here.
Absolutely.
And I actually really appreciated that.
I did
that.
too.
That was a bit of good writing.
Yeah. What do you mean? I just spoke to her. Everything seemed fine.
Exactly. Yeah. She's here with your brother now, and I'm just going to waste 5 minutes. No, she heard, Mom, it's Mia. And you can see on Sue's face, she's dangerous. Sue is bolting down that hallway.
She's a mom trying to protect her son.
Yeah. So I like this moment. Now we're getting to more things I didn't like. Sue gets there and Riley is gone. And then they're like, where's my son? I don't know. He was just here. Well, he's not fucking here now. or whatever she says. She's cussing at the nurse. They begin looking, and then we see Mia pushing comatose Riley in a wheelchair out towards the highway. And I just went, okay. And Jade's there at this point in time, and she's, Mia, don't. Mia, stop. What are you doing, Mia? And Mia gets there, and she's getting ready to throw Riley and herself. Like, you can just tell she's just gonna, everybody's about to hit the road. She's about to do it, and then lets go of Riley's chair, and then throws herself out into the truck, and we see her bounce off of a pickup truck. And then we see her stand up. And I just went, holy shit. She's tough. And we see Jade cradling Riley on the side of the road.
Yeah, on the hillside.
On the hillside. And Mia kind of aimlessly wanders back into the hospital.
She's all scraped up.
Oh, yeah. She's not looking great. Doesn't look terrible, but not looking great.
Right.
But in the hospital, things kind of start getting weird again. Because Riley's room is empty. And then it's not. And then Riley's sitting up talking to Jade and Sue. And then they're all leaving together and everyone's happy and Riley's recovered. And then she sees her dad. She's like, Dad, wait. And her dad's not responding. And, he's got the bandage on his neck and he gets in the elevator but you see him walk and then like he skips a forward, not like he skips, but like he's there. And then like blink of an eye, he's farther down the hall. It's like, okay, this is weird. And the lights in the hospital start going out.
Did you notice when her father gets on the elevator? Because he's walking down the hallway and the signs above say exit.
Yeah.
So he's heading towards the exit. But when he gets on the elevator, he doesn't turn to face the doorway like any normal person would.
Yeah.
He just turns and faces to the right. But the elevator, the arrow is pointed up.
Okay.
So I don't think he survives that wound.
Oh.
I think him going up,
he died.
And that's where he's going.
Okay.
Because
see, I didn't notice that. Yeah. I'm with you though. Okay. That could be.
Yeah. Because if he's leaving the hospital, he's going to go down to the ground floor.
Or hell.
Or hell. But with it flashing that up sign, I think he died, but he's going to heaven.
Someone going to heaven, he's real melancholy about it.
Yeah, I don't think he's I don't think he's completely in control of his body. He's just kind of going.
Sure.
Because he doesn't even respond when she's yelling at him.
I don't think he could hear her.
I don't think he could either.
Lights all go out. She's in this dark hospital alone, and then a light does come on. And there's an outstretched hand.
Yeah, you could hear that match light.
Yeah.
And then there's when you see the flicker of the flame.
And it illuminates the hand. And she walks over to it and reaches out and grabs the hand. And she's looking now into the face of a very freaked out Greek guy.
Yes.
And he says, talk to me. Roll credits. All right. You ready for ratings?
Do it.
IMDb 7.1.
Oh. I don't agree with that.
Rotten Tomatoes 94%.
I don't agree with that. No.
For a total of 165.
Damn, is that our biggest gap?
I'd have to look into it, but it's probably up there.
That's a huge gap.
Okay. Now I'm getting into reviews. Hey, New York Times, eat my ass.
Oh, okay.
I sign up for a free so first of all, I would just look up New York Times reviews.
Yeah.
Then they blocked them all. And you have to be a subscriber. So I join their email chain and I'm a free subscriber. Here we go. Then I learn that being the free subscriber only gives you access to some select pieces of their content.
Oh, that's nice.
So I could not actually look up their Talk to Me review because it was paywall blocked.
I'm sorry. Who is like, oh shit, I got to pay for this review because I need it like right now. Wait, did you pay for the review?
No.
Oh, okay.
I went, well, never doing this again. I mean, I'm sure I will, but after I calm down. Rolling Stone, though trauma and grief have now become a shortcut way of adding gravitas when stringing together horror movie set pieces and jump scares. These are the moments when you feel this particular theme being strained to the breaking point.
Okay, not a fan.
I mean, they were okay with it. The overall article is the movie's fine.
Did you feel there was a lot of jump scares?
No. They're not talking about this movie specifically.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what movie they're talking about, but a lot of reviews made reference to some unnamed movie that egregiously and maybe distastefully played on the themes of trauma and grief. But I don't know which one they're talking about.
Okay.
Because no one would just have the balls to come out and say it.
Probably some movie they made up just so they could write their article.
This like grief exploitation is I guess a thing, and not everyone's real thrilled about it.
And they're categorizing this as grief exploitation because our character has had a tragedy in her past.
I think it's more this movie is getting clumped in with egregious offenders. Maybe more of a timing issue, right?
Okay.
Okay. If there were another terrorist activity, an act of terrorism. That's the words I'm trying to find, right? And then like 6 months later, somebody released a terrorist movie, and would be like,
Yeah, I could see that.
And the movie may be totally fine, but it's gonna get some. It's gonna catch a little flack, right? It's gonna get some on it. Ebert.com. It's a brilliant device for a modern horror story and franchise waiting to happen. But it can bank too much of its quality on simply being a good pitch. 3 stars. Ebert.com liked this movie, obviously, 3 stars. And this was another common element from all the different reviews I read. Because I think even the brothers, the directors, were like, we had this idea, we see this big franchise opportunity, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, don't do that. This was a good one-off. You made your directorial debut. Now do something else.
Yeah.
Don't just churn out sequels.
We don't want this to be Saw.
Exactly. But it will be. So they're saying, the acting was good. The premise is great. The movie is solid. But how much of this quality are the new directors? Or is this movie as good as it is because it is a good pitch? The foundation, the very premise of it is so strong, anyone could have made a good movie off of this premise. So a little, maybe.
Okay.
I don't think this movie's a 7.1. I don't think this movie's a 94. Just throwing myself into it.
Okay.
This movie is it's in the 80s.
You want to do your final thoughts?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Final thoughts.
You just didn't, warn me or anything.
I said I was just jumping right in.
I feel like Daniel with getting his toes sucked.
No warning. I'm just.
Fucking owl trying to see how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Oh yeah. How do I put this? To me, this movie's like an 84, somewhere in there. I think personally. Great premise. I love the idea. But when you break it down, yes, it is just another seance possession movie. Bleh. But it's a new MacGuffin. It's something different. It's a bit of fresh air to a tired genre. So I like that. Most of the writing is good. I think all the acting is good. If I'm being honest, this movie for me falls apart pretty hard, at least compared to the first half. Once Daniel's in the hospital, this thing starts. The writing is not as carefully crafted. The plot holes are just the holes in logic become much larger and more difficult to ignore. This movie was made in 2022. That's clearly the modern era. It's also post-pandemic. How in the hell did Mia get Comatose Riley unhooked from all his stuff in a wheelchair and then escape the hospital? I don't know how things are in Australian hospitals, but I will say this with utmost certainty. That's impossible.
Well, I think they've seen her in the area with him. So, and plus, half the freaking nurses don't give a shit.
This boy. No, as soon as she started unplugging machines, alarms would go off.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
The room would flood with nursing staff going, why the hell is this lady unplugging this kid? This is impossible to happen.
Yeah, in America.
In a civilized country. America. I like Mia as a general character. But and then I guess you blame it on the influence of the spirits. I don't know. It got to the point where I'm just like, meh, it kind of, it's like, ooh, is she gonna kill Riley? I don't know if I care at this point. I kind of just let's wrap this up because they had a premise. And they're now past the point of where the premise is no longer holding the story together. The story has to stand on its own.
Yeah.
And that's when you feel the three writers. And that's when you feel the writer-director. And to me, the curse stands and my red flags remain. Because when they still had their solid premise to stand on, they had their focal point. Second half of the movie, they don't have that. And it just starts to crumble. So that being said, though, is Talk to Me worth the ticket price? Yes, it is.
Okay.
I still enjoyed it. Still thought it was cool. I know a lot of people are talking about these YouTubers and their directorial debut. From a director standpoint, I didn't see anything that actually impressed me above and beyond. So I guess I'm still waiting to be wowed. So maybe their next project will, I don't know, if we pull it from the hat or if there even is one, we'll go from there. But no, I don't see the future of anything here. Like Key and Peele. Jordan Peele went to direct horror movies and he shocked the world. And you watch his stuff and it's evident. That wasn't
you didn't feel that
that
with
wasn't
these guys?
here. That wasn't Talk to Me. I didn't feel it. But that being said, no, still worth the ticket price. I enjoyed this. My hands did get a little clammy.
Nice.
Just a little, but and I also think I don't know if I would call this a horror movie.
Yeah,
I think it's a thriller.
Yeah, supernatural thriller.
Yeah, but it's not a horror movie.
No, I wasn't ever scared. I was uncomfortable a lot.
Or you're like, ooh, what's about to happen? You got
Yeah.
tense, but this movie never tries to scare you.
No, just it's there to just kind of make you
Right. So
uneasy.
I'm like, I don't think this is a horror movie.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, if I'm nitpicking the difference between horrors and thrillers, I don't think this is a horror movie.
I'd agree with that.
But I turn it over to you, sir.
Okay. I'm going to do something a little different with my final thoughts.
You're going to give a good one?
I'm going to, well, no. But what are you talking about?
Obviously not.
Movie, good. Haley, bad. Joss, bad. And there you go.
Toe suck.
Good. You're both feet in that mouth.
Hello, Daniel.
No, there's something this movie did. I didn't really catch it the first time because I was just kind of trying to take everything in the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
But the second time, they do something really cool with the use of color. There's a lot of blue and a lot of yellow in this movie. And it's scattered throughout the movie. And it's the complementary color harmony. The blue and yellow are opposite on the color wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So the complementary colors. Mia is almost always either dressed in yellow or has some yellow accessory on her. Now, yellow can be associated with insecurity, obsession, cowardice, madness, insanity, and illness. But I think it does a little something different here too, because when all the characters are together, she's in this bright yellow, but they're all kind of in toned down colors, and it's heavily saturated in blue, very much separating her from the rest of the group. You'll notice it when she's with her dad. It's almost always extremely dark, extremely just kind of dull. But when she's with her adopted family, the room is really bright. And even when she goes to that party that she doesn't want to be at, everything's kind of muted. It's more of a grayer tone. But when she has the party at her house or her adopted mom's house, it's bright, it's yellow, she's comfortable. When she's not comfortable, everything is kind of toned down and dull. It's a nice way of showing how she's not really comfortable around her father, but super comfortable around her adopted family and different elements. But towards the end of the movie, she doesn't have that yellow at all. She's kind of in the white tank top and the black pants or whatever. So she's kind of lost herself completely. And then the sound design does a lot of really cool things with the sound of water every time, or the images of water. She'll be staring off into the distance and you see that rainwater reflecting off of her from the window, kind of showing that entity is always there, the one that's been drowned. So I really like when movies do shit like this. Breaking Bad was really, really awesome. If you've ever watched Breaking Bad with the whole color theory thing. And there's a whole huge deep dive you can go into on YouTube about color theory and Breaking Bad. If you have an extra 28 hours that you're not wanting to do anything with your life, go check that out.
As a matter of fact, I do have some time off coming up.
But the actress that played Mia, Sophia Wilde, is that her name?
Yeah.
Man, she was fantastic.
Or Sophie?
Sophie. Yes, sorry, Sophie. She was fantastic. Everybody in this movie was really good. They all did a really good job of acting, but she was the star for a reason.
Oh yeah.
She was fantastic. The visuals were really good for what, a $4 million movie. Every spirit or demon that we got to see, they looked great. There was never once I was looking at it going, "Oh, that's kind of cheap." You know, it felt like a fairly good budget. I like the ending a lot with how it kind of flipped it. But I'm kind of like you towards once they got away from that MacGuffin, it kind of started to feel like a typical horror movie thriller. It lost a little bit of something special, I think. But I still enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It creeped me out a lot. The toe thing.
Wait, is that a?
That's a. So I am going to say this is worth the ticket price.
Oh.
Talk to me. Check it out.
Question.
Answer.
The MacGuffin.
The MacGuffin.
The hand.
Yes. Did you catch what they said it was?
It is the severed, embalmed hand of a psychic.
Correct.
Encased in ceramic.
Correct. And that was their theory. I don't think they really knew.
No, and you don't need to know.
No.
It doesn't matter. How it works doesn't matter, as long as we know what it does.
Yes.
But I'm a little confused.
Okay.
If you die while the spirits have you, they take you. And you're in what they call limbo.
Okay.
And that's how you can interact with the hand. The dad just died. And he went to heaven, presumably, right?
In theory.
For whatever reason, he didn't go to limbo. But I'm not going to lie. When you look at the diversity in the spirits we see, combined with the explanation of like the spirits with it from the hand want to get you and they want to keep you. And if you die while they have you, you become one of them. Where did all these spirits come from? What is this hand channeling?
That's for the sequel. I don't know.
Because we see like there was like some old man, then the drowned woman, there was a little girl, there's Mia's mom.
Yeah, I don't think it's specifically you have to be taken by the demons or whatever.
That's what no, they're not demons. They're spirits.
The spirits.
Those are different things.
But and two, I don't think she was taken by the spirits.
Who?
Mia.
But she died while in possession.
Yeah, but I don't think she was fully taken.
Oh, bullshit.
No, because if she was fully taken, she would have taken Riley with her.
Right, but the spirit was still with her.
Was with her, but not in full.
Right, but she still had the shadow of the connection was still there.
Yeah, but I think she was able to overcome that by...
She overcame the possession,
yeah,
but she was still connected. So, but my question is now, because they tried to explain it, and that almost made it worse, because now it just makes me question things. Before they tried to explain how the spirits worked, I didn't ask how the spirits worked. They're just spirits in the darkness. They interact with the hand. Then they tried to explain it, and now I need to know more because their explanation does not work for me.
Okay.
So, you have a connection. You die while connected. They take you. You don't even get a heaven or hell. You get limbo. Okay. But this person died, and they had nothing to do with anything. Why are they in limbo? Why is that little girl in limbo?
We don't know.
Right, but that pisses me off.
That's a question you fill in for yourself, I guess.
But what I'm saying is we wouldn't have to
I get that.
if they hadn't inserted a half-baked theory.
I get that.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, I understand that. I see your issue.
Like, is there some do you have to be a conflicted, tormented soul to go to limbo? Like, I get you were trapped and they take you. But that's obvious. Not every spirit the hand communicates with was taken by a spirit of the hand. Spirits filter in and out on their own.
Right. But that might not be the only way you get stuck in limbo either.
That's what I'm saying, though. But now their answer,
because
they tried to answer a question no one asked.
True.
And all it does is bring more questions to the audience mind, and that makes it worse.
Well, Mia's mom killed herself.
Right.
So essentially, they're saying that would keep her in limbo?
So possibly all the spirits we saw killed themselves?
Well, I'm just saying that's one
one
aspect
avenue.
Of it. Yeah. Maybe the woman who drowned, maybe she drove her car off a cliff on purpose. And,
right.
Who knows?
What did that little girl do? She was like 7.
I don't know. We don't know.
Sometimes just
that is better.
Just let your MacGuffins be. Don't feel like you have to over explain something.
I get that.
Because now it's just me going, wait, I didn't question how this worked until you tried to answer a question I didn't ask. Now I need to know because your answer sucks.
I get that.
3 writers, man. Anywho, talk to me. Unanimously worth the ticket price. Where's the hat?
Is it over? It's over there by you.
All right. My turn? No, I did talk to me. It's your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pulled talk to me. I'm pretty sure.
Fucking pull out some stupid shit. I'm going to go in and change out all of these and put in new ones.
Is it Ishtar? Is it Total Recall?
Oh, no, then I won't take it out. Fuck yeah. We're going to do
Total Recall sucks.
We're going to do Total Recall and then the Running Man and just have an Arnold.
No, I thought we were saving Arnold for Sarah.
No, we have to show her Steven Seagal.
I don't want to be shown Steven Seagal.
Me either. Okay, I got it.
All right.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Yes.
All right. So this is a Jackie Chan movie.
Drunken Master.
Yes. No. Chris Rock.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, Chris Tucker, not Chris Rock.
Oh, I knew who you meant.
Yeah. We're doing Rush Hour.
Yeah.
How in the hell have we done 2 Jackie Chan movies and not 1 Tom Cruise movie?
Because I didn't put any Tom Cruise movies in the hat.
I did.
Well, it looks like Jackie Chan's better.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Wait, you don't like Jackie Chan?
No, I love Jackie Chan.
You think Jackie Chan is less than Tom Cruise?
Actor-wise, yes.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Actor-wise?
No.
Yeah.
No. I watched his stupid bartender movie.
Well, there's your problem right there.
I saw...
God damn, why did I sound like such a redneck?
Because you're an American. I saw... Oh, Top Gun sucks.
Top Gun.
Top Gun sucks. Maverick was actually pretty good.
Maverick was awesome.
OG Top Gun sucks.
I love it.
I watched that fairly recently, and I went, this movie sucks. I don't like Tom Cruise.
I love Tom Cruise.
You would. You're a child of the 80s. You love all things 80s.
I do.
Tom Cruise is 80s.
No, we're doing Rush Hour.
Yes.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Jackie Chan.
Oh, yeah.
Can't think of anybody else who's in it. That guy from Cliffhanger, who's the FBI guy who...
Oh, yeah, the corrupt FBI guy's in it.
Who just yelled all the time.
Oh, Tom Wilkinson's in it.
Tom Wilkinson's in it. The guy who plays Drake from Aliens, he's in it. Also played Boggs
in
Shawshank.
Okay.
He's
the other FBI guy, right?
He was in Lethal Weapon 3 or 2.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, he was one of the cops.
No, he was the drop cloth guy.
Oh.
Watch the plastic. I'm having some painting done.
Yeah. Okay. For son. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that got shot.
Wait, how many movies of his have we done?
2?
2? Okay.
Yeah.
3?
I can't even think of his name. We haven't done Shawshank yet.
Oh, okay. Or Aliens.
Okay.
No, I'm okay.
I'm excited for this.
My wife and I remember how during the Mummy, I was like once a year we'll marathon. We'll just get on a binge and we'll do like the Mummies. We do that with Rush Hour.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I've only seen number 3 like twice.
And that's twice more than you need to see it.
Yeah.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Such a racist movie.
Yes, it is, but none of the racial parts involve white people.
I know there's one point where I don't even remember Chris Tucker's name in the movie, but he calls
Carter.
Calls Lee. Yeah, Carter. He calls Lee like thing. Mr. Rice-A-Roni or some shit.
Think of Longlegs. Because it's Lee and Carter.
Oh, that's right.
Which I believe I made that comparison or that observation in Longlegs.
You did. I remember that.
Take that badge and shove it up your ass. Just shove it all up in your ass. LAPD. Yes.
God. This is either going to be extremely awesome or it's going to age so poorly.
Those are not mutually exclusive. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. This is Ticket Price. I'm Jake. That's Tevis. This has been Talk to Me. Tune in next week for episode 79, Rush Hour. Let us know what you think of Talk to Me. Remember, any comments you have on the episodes or about the movies, that's what that section is for. Be sure to follow the channel, turn on notifications, share it with your friends, spiel, plug, something about a merchandise store, there's a Patreon, there's too much I have to talk about at the end and I don't care anymore. Thank you all so much for listening, the part I do care about. Thank you all so much for listening. And as always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and good night. Ball up in your ass.